Good evening, and welcome to Granddaddy Said What? And today is Friday, Faith Friday, when we get to talk about things of the Lord. On Thursday, for Throwback Thursday, we had this discussion about home training. And I talked about the benefits of home training and what it could mean and how do we see it displayed and what does it look like when we don't have home training. But what I didn't give you was the keys to making home training possible and how it's done. Well, tonight I'm going to do that in Faith Friday, and I'm going to use the book of Proverbs because I think Proverbs has some great tools that we can use, specifically two things that we could look at that reinforces home training and will help moms create and dads create the children that they want. So here we go. In Proverbs, you find two things associated with parenting and building home training. The first thing is instruction. Repeatedly, Solomon is talking about instruction. He often says, son, pay attention to the teachings of your mother. Son, pay attention to the teachings of your father. Son, obey the commands of your father. Again and again and again. As a matter of fact, if you look through the Proverbs, you'll see that in like Proverbs 1, Proverbs 2, Proverbs 3. It's a continual theme throughout the book of Proverbs. This whole idea that parents have a responsibility to instruct their children so that they can gain wisdom. And with that wisdom, live the type of lives that will be beneficial for them, the child, for their husbands and wives, for their husbands or their wives, and for the children that they will eventually raise. Number one, instruction. The second component of home training that we see in the book of Proverbs is this whole idea about discipline. You instruct your child and then you execute discipline. In Proverbs, one of the scriptures it says it's the rod of correction will not destroy them. It won't kill a child to discipline a child in the proper manner. So we see this whole idea about discipline again and again and again in the book of Proverbs. As a matter of fact, if you look at the Old Testament, you see a lot of times where God is disciplining the children of Israel. One of my favorites is the book of Haggai. When the children of Israel who returned, they forgot about God. And this is what God said. He said, I called for the drought, meaning that he was trying to discipline the children of Israel to get them to do the right thing. So in Proverbs, we have two things that will lead you to creating that home training. Number one, instruction on how to act and live. And number two, the whole idea about discipline to correct the child when he's not following those instructions. Now, the beautiful thing about this is all born out of love. You see, the reason you want your child to exercise what we call that home training is because you love them. You want them to be successful. You want them to be great citizens. You want them to be great husbands and wives and fathers and mothers. You do that, right, because you love them and you want to instruct them to move them on the right track and discipline them when they come off track to get on track. It's all about love. As a matter of fact, the Bible says that God disciplines those whom he loves. That's it for Faith Friday. I hope you have a blessed day. Enjoy the weekend with the family. I'll see you on Monday when it's Media Monday. And who knows what we're going to be talking about from Bikini Bottom. This is Granddaddy Said What? Have a great day.